Hello, this is Wednesday, the the 15th, and I had started to do a video earlier, and there was a problem with the volume, so I'm redoing it. I just wanted to explain something about the Rothschilds. I make a lot of my videos about the Rothschilds because a lot of people don't seem to believe that the Rothschilds can be as powerful and as big as they are. And they bring up things like, well, they can't be in Russia or China, or they can't be in all these different countries. But I try to explain to them that they can be and that they are. And the way it works is that back in the 1700s, the Rothschilds were in both the stock market in a real big way, and they were also into central banking with both France and England. And when what happens is both the stock market and the banks and the government, everything grew at once. I mean, they grew together because they're feeding off of each other, and they're feeding off the people, like Alex Jones would say, problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, get a reaction, and come up with a solution. And the solution is always more troops, which means they needed more money for more troops. Right now, the Queen of England could get troops from any little country and go and invade another country with those troops. And our CIA has gone and used different troops, kind of like this, to invade other countries. And the thing that they do is then they get all these little countries. It used to be just like the bigger countries had central banks that were controlled by these, the Rothschilds. But then they took over all the little countries too. There's very few countries that they haven't completely taken over. And they have been in Russia before, and they have been in China before, and they've been in Iran before. And we've had presidents that threw the Rothschilds out, called them vipers. But two of our presidents were assassinated, including Kennedy. Kennedy was assassinated because he really was trying to come up with a way to, well, he did have a currency, it's where it was going to not involve the Federal Reserve the way it is right now. So anyway, basically I wanted to say that because a lot of people, they wonder, well, what about the stock market? What does that have to do with it? Well, see, there was a stock market also way back in the 1700s, and they had, worldwide stock back then, and the stock market grew, like I said, along with the banks, and that's what it's doing today, and it's doing that right here in our own country, where the stock, like all these businesses were already owned in big part by our own government. Like Xerox was 75% owned by our own government before all this crap in the last 8 years. So now, Xerox might be 90% owned by the government or whatever. And you just don't hear about this stuff. So, but that's what I say. There's been fascism, this worldwide fascism, for over 200 years, and it's worldwide fascism, and the merchants and the bankers and the government are all kind of intertwined. They kind of answer to each other, but they don't answer to you or me. We're not even we're just like nothing. I mean, there's companies that have more rights. Just the company has more rights than a lot of people do. And so that's why we need to stop the Rothschilds. We need to make people aware of it. And it's like they think that they can always keep doing what they've been doing, because like, but they couldn't even burn the Bible, and the Bible has got a lot of fiction in it. So if they can't burn something with fiction in, how are they going to really burn the truth? And that's what we got to hit them back with. Thank you very much.